That was a hell of a game between the Portland Trailblazers and Minnesota Timberwolves last night. The Trailblazers jumped out to a big lead early, and then the Timberwolves came back. Shout out to my boy Ayo Dosunmu. He continues to play fantastic basketball since the Timberwolves made that trade. Ultimately, the Trailblazers, they were able to hold on. Some big shots down the stretch by Jeremy Grant. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Portland Trailblazers. That was one of my bold picks coming into the season. As I said, the Trailblazers are going to be a play-in team this season. I picked them to secure that 8 seed. Right now, they are the 8 seed. As far as actually making the playoffs, I'm still kind of on the fence with that one. It's just hard to see them beating the Phoenix Suns or the LA Clippers in a play-in, one-game elimination scenario. Hard to pick anybody going against Kawhi Leonard in that situation. And I like the scrappiness the Suns play with. But for the Blazers, man, the future is very promising. I like what they're putting together this year. I like how they're looking lately, too. Avdia, he's finally looking healthy. He had that back issue that he was dealing with. He didn't miss too many games with it. He was playing through it, so shout out to him. But he was clearly hampered, clearly limited. He's starting to look like himself again. Scoot Henderson, he's starting to come on in a big way. The stats aren't anything that jumps off the screen, but when you watch him, you see the dynamicism, you see the athleticism, the speed, the shiftiness. Like, it's starting to come together a little bit for him. Donovan Klingon, that guy is flat out amazing. If they did a redraft of the 2025 draft, I'm still saying Castle goes number 1 in a redraft, but Klingon has a very legitimate case to go number 2 in a redraft. So I like what the Blazers are putting together. Keep in mind, Shaedon Sharpe has been missing a lot of games lately. He isn't out there for him, and that's just another athletic piece, a guy they can give the ball to, tell him to go get a bucket. So you got to like what the Blazers are putting together. Drew Holiday's having a throwback season. A lot of people kind of wrote him off. He didn't look very good in Boston last year, but he looks great this year. I think he had 12 assists last night. He's showing some of that point guard playmaking chops that he really didn't have to use the last couple of years in Boston, but he's showing this year in Portland. He definitely still has those chops. He definitely still has those skills. So like I said, man, I just like this Portland Trailblazers team. They play scrappy. They play with a little bit of cohesion. They're a tough out. That play-in tournament in the West is going to be interesting. And then this offseason is going to be very interesting for the Blazers because I believe they're going to have some cap space to play with. They're going to get Damian Lillard back. Now, you watch this team right now, and if they can get even like a 60% version of Damian Lillard, like if he is even 60% of what he was pre-injury, that is going to be a very dangerous weapon for them. Just a guy who can get a shot, who can hit a three, because that is something that this Blazers team, they do still struggle with. Their offense gets bogged down from time to time. The threes aren't dropping from time to time. So you add a Damian Lillard into that, even a reduced version of Damian Lillard. I mean, I'm not going to count Dame out at all. If anybody was ever going to make a 100% comeback from a ruptured Achilles at his age, it would be Damian Lillard. That guy just works his ass off. He spends the offseason in the gym, so I'm not counting him out by any means. I'm just saying, even if it is a reduced version of Damian Lillard, that's still going to be very huge for this Trailblazers team. So Trailblazers, man, they're a team on the rise. No team in the West should be sleeping on them this year. They could mess around. They could shock some people, get out of the play-in tournament. Would not be shocked if they took a first-round series to 6 games, really made a team sweat a little bit. So don't sleep on the Trailblazers this year. Don't sleep on them next year because they got moves to make. They got cap space. They got guys coming back. This is a young, fun, upstart team in the West. So let me know what you guys thought about that game last night. We're getting some really good basketball games down the stretch here. When I see people complaining that the NBA product is not a good product, y'all just don't watch basketball, man. We are getting good games night in and night out. It's getting more competitive. We're getting closer to the finish line. I'm having a hell of a time watching it.